One second. Let me get my hat on. Don't want to show my hair. I got caught. But it's okay. It's okay. I always put the hat on, innit? It is baking over here, guys. Absolutely baking. Big up, everybody. Welcome to LRFC. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, and like button, all that good stuff. Sorry. Yeah, there's lots to talk about. Kerkez is at Liverpool doing his medical at the moment. And Harvey Elliott is en route, from what I've seen around the social media, towards Brighton. And Darwin Nunez, as we call him, Nunez, is on the way to Napoli. So there's a lot of stuff to discuss. But before that, I want to talk about something. I don't know if everybody talks about it. Is in regards to our former manager, Jurgen Klopp. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that's being said about him. You know, that's in a negative way, and I want to talk about him from my obviously point of view. So let's start with that one, and then we'll move on to the transfers afterwards as well. It's 3:30 today, obviously the stream. Appreciate everybody that's joined me, and I've been in the past, I've been doing streams, obviously giving you guys a heads up in advance. Nowadays, I do it spontaneously, and people still turn up for me, and I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for that, honestly, guys, boys and girls. That is, ladies and gentlemen as well. Yeah, so I want to talk about Jurgen. Let me just get this in here. I remember once, someone having a go at me about something. I don't want to ask anyone. I don't want to say anyone's names or anything like that. And I put it on my stream about hopefully I can find it. Jurgen not signing Fekir. I put on a stream, as I remember, and I got told off for it. People telling me it was Fekir's brothers that were too greedy and all this stuff, and I said no. It was to do with Alisson being available. So Alisson being available, and Liverpool. Well, basically, FSG is saying to Jurgen, is either Alisson or Fekir, and you know who they opted for. They opted for Alisson. That's the person they got eventually. There's actual story about it, so let me share it with you. There's another thing I want to share, another transfer, permanent deal for Nat Phillips as well. That's been done recently. And listen, I'm not here to have a go at anyone. Everyone have their own opinions. I'm not here, gonna at people and then say this and that. I just want to give you like the reasons why we didn't sign Fekir at that time and show you what Jurgen said. I wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? At the time, I did say it was, listen, his brothers were greedy at times. I agree 100% with that. But there was more to it than that, because Fekir actually passed his medical, and there was obviously there's an actual interview with him with LFC TV in the archives as well. And you've seen that picture in the past, haven't you guys, like with him in it? So that's what I've been trying to say for a while, but we kept on getting the brothers things and all that stuff. But yeah. Listen, if the manager can't get the players that he wants, it's not his fault, is it really? He's tried his best, but the criticism that he's getting at the moment is something I don't like either. Forgetting where this guy got us from, we was down in the dumps. Let's just put it that way. We was accepting players that should not be at Liverpool Football Club, Paul Lambert, etc., and all that stuff. Things like that should not be happening at Liverpool Football Club. And this is where we was. He came in and changed everything at Liverpool Football Club. And the way he's getting disrespected at the moment is unfair, in my opinion. And I want to be one of the, people that defends him, because it's not fair. A guy who took us from nowhere, made us into somebody, is getting criticized at the same time as well. Now we've got a new regime at the helm, and they're getting all the credit, and dismissing Klopp the way they are. I don't agree with that at all, man. So let me show you what I saw This was in the documentary of Alisson. It says it right there, as you can see, people. Please hit the like for me and subscribe and all that good stuff. And get in the comments, man. I'm here for you as always. Let me just welcome people in. Big up, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe, as I always say. Big up, Scottish Bear. Thank you, brother, for always coming on and helping me out on here. Big up, James. Big up, Janet. Big up, Clive. Big up about Google. Red is it Red Steady Cook? Ready Steady Cook. Sorry, Ready Steady Cook. Big up, bro. Big up, John Conway as well, as always. Yeah, guys, just get on the comments. I will be obviously responding to your comments as well, so do that for me. So as you can see, anyway, as you can see right there on the screen. From Anfield Edition, it says Klopp in Alisson's documentary. It was my absolute dream to sign Alisson. Alisson is at the time was at Roma. Obviously, we scored a lot of goals against him, and it was en route to the first Champions League that we won. Liverpool needed a goalkeeper. We had Kerkez and Millionaire. They should nowhere be in the goal line of Liverpool Football Club. Let's just put it that way. Nowhere near in that. It's embarrassing when you talk about goalkeepers like that. I'm sorry, like I know I'm being harsh, but those goalkeepers should be nowhere near my goal. Let me just put it that way. The interesting part is that we were close to signing Fekir. So as I told you in the beginning, Fekir was almost signed. And if we signed Fekir, we don't have the money for Alisson. And this is why I'm coming into that as well. I said this a year ago, probably more than a year, about the same story. Achtenberg, I think that's the goalkeeper's name. He said it in a video, and I shared that video obviously on Twitter. He kept on I kept on rewinding it and saying, "Did he really say that? Did he really say that?" And then I realized he did say that. So if the manager is saying the same thing as Achtenberg said, it can't be wrong. You know what I mean? I kept on hearing the brothers were getting too greedy. That's the reason. And I think the agent, that's why he obviously sacked the agent. But are we forgetting, like, he already agreed the deal? There's a video in the archives, and Klopp is saying the same thing. I said this about a year ago. If we signed Fekir, we wouldn't see Alisson. So if you could choose between both of them, you know which one you're going to choose. It's easy decision, isn't it? So, and the rest is history, as we already know. So people just need to be careful when they're calling out people and, making fun of people at the same time without knowing the full facts. And that's what I said, exactly what Klopp said there. They were about to sign Fekir, but Alisson became available, and then they signed Alisson. So it was obviously a pretty important decision for the future of LFC. There you go. There you go, people. That can't be wrong. So people need to be careful when they're calling out people in the future for things like coming out. I didn't come out with a fake story. It's the people that attacked me that came out with a fake story. I just said the same thing as that. So, yeah, man. It was sad. It was sad at the time because calling out people is not the way. I don't really call out people's names. I don't. Even when a person says a bad thing about me, you don't hear me say their names on here or anything like that. So things like that, I stay away from. But listen, the most important thing here is the manager saying what I said about a year ago, and there you go. The proof is in the pudding there. It wasn't to do with injuries or anything like that. It was just Alisson became available. You choose between the two. No, which one? Alisson, of course, because you need the best goalkeeper in the world in goal. And what happens after that? 2 Premier League titles later, Champions League, World Cup, Super Cup. FA Cup and League Cup and etc. Whatever else we won with the Alisson in goal. So there you go. Would we, if we didn't buy Alisson, we still had Kerkez and Millionaire in goal? Would we be, champions like we were? I don't think so, because if you look at the history of great teams, they always have the best goalkeepers in goal. Let me just put it that way. And this is what we had. You look at Man United without Schmeichel, would they actually win those titles they did at the time? No. Chelsea with that Peter Cech? No. Arsenal with that Seaman? No. So this is what I've been trying to tell people. You can't have Mickey Mouse goalkeepers like Millionaire and Karius in goal and expect to win titles. That's why they come from lower division teams and lower teams, not lower division, lower teams. And the rest, you saw what happened. It was a calamity. We went to a Champions League final and got beaten by our own goalkeeper. Not Real Madrid, by our own goalkeeper, if you know what I mean. So it is what it is. I don't want to keep talking about the people like that because they're no longer at the football club. But I'm just giving you examples like what happened then the years, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I like it because the truth is right there, guys. I wasn't lying. There you go, people. There you go. The proof, the proof is in the pudding right there, mate. It's all there right in front of your face. Klopp saying that. I would have had both if I was obviously the owner of Liverpool, but Klopp has been facing obstacles like this for years as well. And it's not fair, the criticism he's been getting recently, saying like it's Klopp's fault that we haven't signed players in the past. That's why we're signing players right now. But you could say to yourself, maybe this is the game. Maybe this is the game from the owners. Maybe this is why they're trying to. There's a lot of people going to their side, if you know what I mean, that wasn't on their side in the past. So all of a sudden, you're hearing a lot of people saying, "I'm FSG in. I'm all about FSG," and all that stuff. And I've always said, show me consistency. Show me next season you're going to buy players that we need the most. Show me the season after that we retain the Premier League for a third time, or whatever. Try to retain it for a third time if we win next season. I want to see things like that. Show me the proof, man. That's all I need. I'm not going to be coming on their side straight away saying, "Oh yes, they've taken my heart, FSG all day long, every day, and all this stuff, kissing the badge." Nah, mate. You got to prove to me that this success will continue. Then we can talk about hashtag FSG out. Not just jumping on the bandwagon right now, trying to give them credit for everything. Rightly so. Obviously, give them credit for signing players and all that stuff. But don't take the piss out of Klopp, man. Remember where we was, guys. Like I always explain to you guys on the channel, like we've been sitting here 30 years before Klopp came. Course, with no championship, no Premier League at all. And the last major championship we've won is 2005, Rafa Benitez Champions League final. This guy came in with a team of, Balotellis, Origis, starting regular basis and all that stuff. And, Adon Lallana's, Sacco, Skrtel, all these players that should not be at a football club which is the size of Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I just don't get the criticism people are coming out with. And they think, when a person leaves, it's good to move on. I agree with that 100%. But don't forget what they started and what they left behind at the same time as well. Because Jurgen did leave behind that team that won the league last season. So give him the appreciation for that. The best thing, in my opinion, in life, when a person does a good thing for your football club, you thank them, you say goodbye, don't speak about them anymore. And the way we're doing things right now, the way we're moving as a fan base, is completely wrong. So let me get to the chat, see what you guys are saying about it as well. Another stream, consistency at its best. Yes, Mr. Jason Smith, of course, man. James Smith. Big up, bro. Big up, my guy. Big up, Janet, as always. You're back. I haven't seen you for a bit. You're back, though. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Big up. Hope you are well. You are all well, sorry. Yeah, we're all good, bro. We're all good. Yeah, get the likes up for me, man. Appreciate that. Big up, bro. We live. Of course, man. I'm always here for you. Another day, mate. Another day is going by for you, for me. So it's all good. Ready, steady, cook. Big up. And I could see the head over there is that cook, that famous British cook. I know who he is. I can't wait for the season to start. Me neither, man. Me either. So yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Me neither. It's going to be an exciting season, to be honest. Ready, steady, cook. I think we're going to retain the league next season. I think we're going to be unstoppable in the league as well. But I want that Champions League at the same time, if you know what I mean. Klopp was a money ball manager, as simply as that, Fozzy. Money ball, yeah. That's how FSG is, isn't it? They're money ball people at the end of the day. And he had no choice. Don't forget why he left Dortmund. He didn't leave Dortmund because he wanted to join Liverpool. Obviously, he went on a sabbatical and all that stuff. He left Dortmund because all of his best players were going to Bayern Munich. And he said, when can I have my time in Germany? He done a back-to-back, obviously, league as well over there. And he made it into a Champions League final, which he lost to Bayern Munich in the final, while Götze was sitting in the stands waiting for his transfer for going towards, Real Madrid. So to Bayern Munich. So this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. Like, if a manager has money, he can do a lot of stuff. And at the time, he didn't have nothing. So this is the ultimatum they were giving him, either Fekir or Alisson. He can't be sitting through that. And it's not fair on him. And there was a time when the Qataris were interested and investments were coming in. Before the World Cup, the last World Cup, Klopp came in the press conference all happy, saying investments is coming in and all that stuff. I can't wait for it. And then, what happened? They let that go again. So it's not like the guy does not want to spend money. It's just he couldn't spend money. Sometimes in life, what I say to people are at the right place at the right time. And this is how Arne Slot is now. They're willing to spend and, help him out with the players that he needs. It's kind of weird, isn't it, though? Like when Klopp needed Chouamini, when the Klopp needed Caicedo and all those players, Bellingham, etc., we've never beaten those teams to a transfer. But for some reason, this season, we're beating those teams to transfers. Weird. Very strange. Don't forget, he wanted Mbappe as well. So he wanted a lot of players in the past, but they never came through the door. Yeah, so you got to look at it that way, guys. It's not fair. Like, we're sitting here, having got a Klopp. I don't agree with that, man. Respect the guy's legacy. Respect him for what he is. Respect for what he's done for us. Because the 30 years before that, we was nothing. We was absolutely nothing. And he always said that backpack, he always talks about, we need to take that legacy off our shoulders because, we're always comparing ourselves with the past players that had history in the football club. So, yeah, I've always said it, like, man, respect the man. All this, like, do I think he lost his way in the last couple of years? Yes, I agree, he did. Because, when you've been punched so many times, it's over, innit? You can't keep going. You've had enough. And that's what happened to him. All those fake promises, and it never came through. But I can see, people trying to get credit for the stuff that's happening now, trying to dismiss him and wipe him off Liverpool Football Club at the same time. It's not good, man. It's not good. Considering, like, the way he protected those owners those days. I've never seen a manager protect owners as much as Klopp did. And he never gets credit for that. Never gets credit for that. Very strange in my opinion. But when it's the other way around, we're hearing Klopp this, Klopp that, Klopp this, Klopp that. It's not fair, guys. It's not fair. Yeah, smash the likes. Okay, I'm talking about Klopp too much, but I've been trying to explain to you guys. Let's take it easy on him, man. Let's take it easy. Red for Life says, if I learned anything from the second episode of Ali documentary, it's this: Real Madrid are true scumbags, insulting Alisson with a low ball offer. Hate them even more now. There you go, bro. This is the club all these players want to go to at the end of the day, who think they're unstoppable. That's what I've been saying, though. We've got American owners. Who's the most powerful country in the world? Americans. So FSG should do something about them. Let me just say that. Get some dirt on them. Considering the way they treat us consistently every season, if you know what I mean. So it is frustrating. They're scum, man. They're absolutely scum. FSG need to consistently back the club. That's all I ask for, bro. That's all I ask for. That's all we need. Consistently backing. And I don't see enough of that for me to say #FSG and anything like that. You've done your first part now. Let's see the future, what you're going to do next. That's the most important thing, in my opinion. Big up, Tav. Sir, Klopp took us from doubters to believers. Without him, we would still be fighting for top 10. It's the truth, bro. People forget where we was. I mean, under Brendan Rodgers, that con man that made us think we're that, we're below our standards. That's how I saw him when I used to, think about that guy. I never liked the guy. Let me just put it. Since he joined Liverpool, never liked Brendan Rodgers. I always thought it was It shouldn't be at Liverpool Football Club. It should be nowhere near at Liverpool Football Club. Let me just put it that way. And unfortunately, he was. Yes, he won the league out in one season. Sometimes, teams do have that chance of winning the league. Look at Leicester. Look at teams like that accidentally won the league because of everybody else being. I think everyone else was under transition, as I remember. They were transitioning, obviously, from the seasons before. So they came in at when they said right place at the right time. That's how it was with them. So it is what it is, man. So we're gonna move away from that. We're gonna go into the transfers. So the story is, let me just share this with you. Just get up here. Sorry about that, guys. Nat Phillips is gone. It's officially gone. Nat Phillips is officially gone to West Bromwich Albion. There you go. Let me share that with you. It says Nat Phillips has officially completed a permanent transfer to West Brom. Best of luck in the future, Nat. Your contributions in 2020, 2021 won't be forgotten. There you go, people. He's signed for West Bromwich Albion. Listen, he deserves all the credit that he's getting, Nat Phillips, in my opinion. And I thought it was a bit harsh for him not to remain in the team the season after that one, 2021. I feel like he done enough in the previous season. Us finishing third, he contributed a lot as a leader of the centre backs, especially when we brought in Kabak and Davis, and it didn't work out. You know what I mean? We were so bad. We had to play Fabinho and Henderson in the centre back position, if you know what I mean. So this is what I've been trying to tell you guys. Give compliments to these players that contributed in the past as well. It's just his development didn't take place because the best defender in the world and the other defenders that won the Premier League previously have come back, and it was difficult for him to obviously remain in the team. But yeah, listen, that 2021 season, coming out of nowhere, finishing third when we was all wishing for fourth, as I remember, is something special in my opinion, guys. And Nat Phillips deserves all the compliments that he's getting. And thank you, man. Honestly, thank you for what you've done for Liverpool Football Club. He could have been a disruptive defender, like, trying to cause a lot of problems for not playing all that stuff, but he respected the club and, remained at the club. And we learned him out majority of the time, as you guys remember. Yeah, man. It's something special when you know a defender has done what he did. And we're thanking him for that because, Liverpool Football Club, that's one thing we do. We don't forget. I mean, and this is what I've always said about our football club. We are the best at things like that. We always, remember what good players done for us. And that's why I talked about Klopp in the beginning. Let's take it easy on Klopp, man. And, respect him for who he was at our football club. He brought us back to where we are right now, which is Premier League champions. And the base is there for another manager to succeed at the same time. You know what I mean? There you go, man. Yeah, so West Bromwich Albion is gone, man. He's gone. Kerkez, of course, is at Liverpool today having his medical. John Alaris has put this on, I don't know if it's Instagram or Twitter, but you can see, there you go. Kerkez. Someone is just playing about, really. MILOS Kerkez, John Alaris, when he was younger, it was just meant to be. I don't know. I don't say Kerkez is similar to John Alaris because I know John Alaris. John Alaris was a great attacking defender, great set piece taker and all that stuff. But I think Kerkez is better defensively. The problem John Arisa had was the defensive side. He really, really struggled with that from the time he was at Liverpool. Other than that, everything else, what you see from Robertson kicking the ball over the crossbar, if that was John Arisa in that position, that would have been a goal. That's the difference, if you know what I mean. But other than that, Robertson is the best anyway, man. I'm not going to make fun of Robertson at all like that. Yeah, so we continue with Kerkez. Obviously, he's having his medical today, so we should hear it at some point. Hopefully, when I'm live. You know what I mean? If I'm not live and he's been announced, I can't come back on. No. Yeah, so I'm just looking for Kerkez stuff, more of it. Listen, there we go. I see something there. Oh wow, he's a driller, yeah. We'll see. Milos Kerkez now consider that's it. Yeah. I think something has been put up from David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano from what I've seen earlier. There you go, David Ornstein. See what he's saying. People rely on these type of people on social media to deliver the messages and all that stuff. They always say that. So yeah, Milos Kerkez set to fly into the UK from Belgrade undergoing medical today, ahead of completing transfer from Bournemouth to Liverpool. The 21-year-old Bournemouth left back joining LFC for 40 million, and Hungary international expected to sign 5-year contract. I like that. It shows Liverpool. They're willing to negotiate a deal to the point for both parties to agree. Is he worth 45 million in the modern day market? I don't know, because I've seen some crazy signings. Don't forget, Manchester City signed, I swear they signed Kyle Walker for 50 million and Mendy for 50 million in one season. So it has been broken before, if you know what I mean, in regards to that. People have signed players for over the price they are worth. And yeah. Let me just go back to the chat as well as I'm going on. I don't know what I did there. Let me just put it back, make it bigger for you. Sorry about that. There you go. Yeah, people like he's not the most expensive left back ever. Let's just put it that way. He's Liverpool's most expensive left back. That's where he is. Let me just put it that way, guys. LFC for life. Yeah, big up Nat. Free at last. Free at last. Free at last. Gotta have the Thriller laugh for that, man. If you don't know what Thriller is, I can't help you. I can't help you. Thriller is one of the best music videos in history of music. So go and check it out. It's Michael Jackson. That's who it is. So go and check it out. Yeah. Kerkez Tuesday. Wow, I like that. Oh, listen, Red for Life. I like that. Red for Life. MK says Risa was a European Roberto Carlos. I don't know about that. Carlos was a good defender as well as an attacker. It's just the defensive side of Risa I was not happy about. If he was stronger as a defender, I would say, yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, if you're talking about offensively, instead of defensively, I agree with you 100%. 100%, bro. Big up, Mr. Ruffy is in the house. When royalty arrived, that's been here for a long time, you got to give it to the minute. That's for you, Ravi, because you're the man, my brother. Quereto. He sends me some funny stuff on Instagram. Kills me every time, Ravi. I laugh all the time. Trust me, bro. I don't have to like it. It's just when I watch it just kills me, bro. The videos. Our backline will be stronger than Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall is gone, bro. Come on, man. Don't let me down here. The Great Wall of China. Yeah, I think it would be strong, bro. It just depends on Konate and his behavior at the moment. It's really frustrating everybody else. Konate is taking too long, bro. It's taking too long with his contract, and he keeps installing it. He wants 200,000 a week. Liverpool want to offer him less, and he keeps disagreeing with it. But I understand, like I said yesterday, where Liverpool come from. It's injury record that's making them doubt giving him that money. Especially the current market. The current market is 200k above in it. So imagine giving him 200k a week, and he only plays 15 in the whole season. Is that good enough? I don't think it is. So the reason the likes of Salah and Van Dijk get that big money, and Alisson, of course, is because not Alisson, sorry, no. Salah and Van Dijk get that big money is because they're consistently available. You have to be consistently available for you to get the big bucks. And this is where he's misunderstanding that. Work towards it, you know what I mean? Sign a contract now and then probably wait. If you sign, you don't have to sign a big, massive contract, do you? You could just sign a pre-agreement contract, they say, like, until you sign the main one or something like that. Show them that you be available for majority of the season. Show them something like that. That's what I'm saying. And show that consistency. Because if we give him 200K a week and he starts like I said, in all competitions, only 15 games, then why is he getting paid that much money then? There's no point. There is no point. So this is where Liverpool come in and they doubt that transfer with him and that pay with him. And they don't want to give him the 200K a week. Obviously, he's a Premier League champion and all that stuff, but he's got to work hard for him to earn that money. Has he worked hard since he's been at Liverpool to earn that money? I don't think so. Only last season I base it on. So the only time I've seen him work hard was last season. Other than that, he hasn't been consistently playing, if you know what I mean. Because if you look at seasons before that, majority of the games have been Matip and Van Dijk playing, not him. So, yeah, he's got to work. He's got to find a way they can agree. You know what I mean? Get like 160 a week, 170 a week or something like that. And then work your way towards the 200 some way, somehow. Just show them I'm consistent now next season. Give me the extra bit. Something like that. You could sign a contract, something like that, if you know what I mean. So I hope so. I really hope so. Do me a favor, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Big up, yes, to everybody from big man Ravi. Vincent Price. Of course, you know it, man. Come on, MK. Come on, bro. You know who that is. The best laugh in the business. The best laugh in the business, man, in my opinion. I used to have that as the ringtone the message for. You remember those phones, Nokia phones back in the day? The small one. I forgot the name of it. I used to have that as the message. When everyone messages me, he goes, ha, ha, ha. That noise. It was the best. It used to scare people as well. Oh, shit, what's happening? Yeah, Vincent Price. What a legend, man. Absolute legend. You know, the guitarist for that, everybody thinks it's Slash, but it's Van Halen for Beat It. If you remember the Beat It song, everybody thought it was Slash because every single time Michael Jackson used to go on tour, he used to get Slash out doing the Beat It guitar, you know. But it was Van Halen, the fastest guitarist ever. I think he is, as they say. Jimi Hendrix is the best. Let me just put it that way. Jimi Hendrix, nobody can touch him. Good. We are moving forward and not stuck in the past with players. We are getting in. Yeah. Nat Phillips still at the football club. Weird, isn't it? Should have left a long time ago. As soon as he realized, you know, he's not part of the plan at Liverpool Football Club. So let me share something with you here, guys, as we're talking. Liverpool's business, as I say, business. I'm just hoping I see Mr. Kerkez while I'm still alive on Sky Sports News. Breaking news! Kerkez has signed, and you know, all that stuff. He's passed his medical, all that stuff. I hope we can see that while I'm still on the stream. So yeah, let me show you the business that we've done. I talked about enough about Klopp. I know you don't want to hear it, guys. I don't want to keep going back to that, so let that go. So Liverpool's business so far this summer ends Verts 160 million, of course. Kerkez 140, so 40 million pounds, not 140, 40 million pounds. Frimpong 30 million pounds. Mamadashvili, that was signed last season, but yeah, let's go with it. 27 million, and Pessi, that's how you say his name. I hope I've done him justice. 1 million is a goalkeeper, Hungarian as well. We're going to Hungary, man. We're going to Hungary to buy some players. Wow. That's mad, isn't it? We're very hungry. So players out so far. Kwanzaa, 35 million is gone to Leverkusen, as everybody knows. Good luck to him. You know, his future is bright. And what I said yesterday that I didn't know about, they got a buy-back clause in case he does well at Leverkusen. So first refusal. So if a team wants to buy him, if Liverpool come in, we'll be the first ones they, you know, talk to. So yeah, good luck to Kwanzaa, man. I'm sad he's gone, but it is what it is. It is what it is. He wants to like play first team football, and playing for Leverkusen, obviously Champions League champions a couple of seasons ago, is you know, it's a good start for your career as a first teamer. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, so good luck to him. And then you got Kelleher, 18 million. Alexander-Arnold, 10 million. You're asking. Let me speak about Kelleher first. Kelleher is kind of strange. I'll tell you why. He's gone to Brentford as their number one, but the manager is going to Tottenham. What the hell is going on here, man? What the hell?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
There you go. Get out of here. It's sad. He just got out. I want to sign Kelleher. I'm going to Tottenham next day. What the hell? That's bad, man. That is a bad way. Yeah, but good luck to Kelleher, man. He's done all he can at Liverpool Football Club. He played a major part Liverpool winning the league last season as well. Don't forget, he played a lot of games. And the one game we all have a go at him at is that game against Newcastle, obviously away, when he meant to collect the ball, he let it go, and the defender came at the end at the far post and slotted it in. What? No pun intended. But what makes me laugh about that goal is, how the hell did he score from there? That's impossible. You know what I mean? That angle that defender scored from, that Switzerland defender, sure, I think it's weird. With his left foot as well. It's not even his proper foot. And he still scored from a byline, just next to the line, from a difficult angle. Weird. And we thought like the league was over, innit? I thought Arsenal's going to catch up. We're going to be done, innit? But nah, didn't happen. So good luck to him, yeah. Good luck to him at Brentford. It's weird, you know, the manager just disappeared as soon as he arrived. Wow. Telling me the manager didn't know? Oh, come on, man. Alexander Arnold, 10 million. Obviously, we got it because they want him to play the World Cup it's a pre-season tournament, let's be honest, to get him ready for the new season. I don't want to say nothing about the snake. You know what I mean? Snake's leaving it. Snakes is gone. So we don't care about him anymore. Nat Phillips, of course, I discussed as well. So we got a lot of money in, obviously, as well as, you know, spending a lot of money at the same time. Not bad business, isn't it? Not bad business for Liverpool. 35 million for Kwanzaa, 22. People said it's a highway robbery for Leverkusen. I don't think it is. He's got the potential, and I already explained to you yesterday in the graphic what he's capable of. It's just he's been playing in the same system since under 9 onwards. You know what I mean? So when you're changing the system into like not from high line to going backwards, it's always going to be difficult for a defender to understand it. And I honestly thought like the new season, if he stayed at Liverpool, he would have understood it. He's that kind of defender that takes time to understand things as well. Yeah, so not bad business for Liverpool Football Club. So let me go to Darwin Nunez. Nunez, as they say. I don't know why we do that. I really don't know why we do that, man. The guy is a flop. Let's be honest. The guy has flopped at Liverpool Football Club. He's not a consistent scorer as we thought he was going to be at Liverpool. He became a failure, let's be honest. And we're still singing his name. That's the type of fans we got. We still give, you know, players backing even when they don't do what you want them to do. So Napoli and Liverpool will have direct contact today. This is from Anything Liverpool, Fabrizio Romano, to discuss conditions of Darwin Nunez deal. Negotiations still at the early stages, but Napoli had green light from Nunez as revealed in the recent days. And deal depends on financial requests now. So Liverpool want to sell him for about 60, 70 million, something like that. They don't want to lose a lot, you know, on the finances side that they paid for him, if you know what I mean. So getting a player like that, the way he performs, consider at Liverpool since he's been there, for 60 million is a snip. Let's be honest. It's something that's good for our side, from our side, if you know what I mean. And him going to Napoli or, you know, somewhere in Spain is good for him because, you know, bigger pitches, you know, lots of areas to run through on all that stuff, slower defenders. It's more suited to him, you know what I mean, than the Premier League, which is fast defenders, fast-paced league, small pitches. It's not for him. It's like a 5-star player to a 11-star player. The quality is two different ways. You could think about it in two different ways, if you know what I mean. And he struggled with the small pitches because he hasn't got a lot of space to run into. But I think him going to Napoli will get the best out of him. I don't think he's the greatest footballer technically wise and anything like that, but he's a person that gets into the right places, and that's what Napoli can offer. They're current champions of Italy. Good luck to him, man. Good luck to him. I'm not a hater of Darwin Nunez. I just don't think he was good enough for Liverpool. I did actually support him when he first came to Liverpool. I said, give him a chance. I gave him 3 seasons and he still didn't deliver for me. So that's a time to say goodbye, my friend. I will leave you. You just have to impress me. That's how it is. That's all I ask for. Former Uruguayan Napoli player, Walter, I don't know, Gargano or something. I heard Darwin Nunez. He said, yes, I am coming to Napoli. Okay. I am waiting to sign. I'll talk to Nunez on the phone. He will decide with his family, as Kevin De Bruyne, of course, is going to Napoli as well, did. He told me he wants to come right away. He's waiting to sign with Napoli. There you go. This is the person that said that. There you go. So it looks like Darwin wants to go. Great. You know what I mean? First in football, consistent football for you. Good luck, my friend. Take care. Luckily, I don't have to waste my petrol taking you down there. So that's another thing as well. So yeah, looks like Darwin is on his way to Naples. And this is from Sky Sports today. So let me share this with you from Sky Sports. Talking about Darwin Nunez before I leave Darwin Nunez. Let me go to the comments though beforehand. I don't want to be rude. Don't want to be rude. Where was I in the comments? Yes, Clive, just beat it. Just beat it. Yeah, just beat it. Come on. Just beat it. Beat it. Yeah, man. I love Beat It. Beat It. One of my favorite songs of all time. Subscribe if you are new. One of the most genuine fan channels out there. Big up, Rich, man. Big up. Please go and subscribe to my brother, Rich. I know he's a Man United fan. You know, rivalry aside, I'm not all about rivals all the time, but sometimes I look at the human side of things. He's brilliant, man. Please go and support him. Yes, man. Beat it, beat it. Yes, big up Fozzy in chat. Ravi says, Foz, just thinking all depends what else Konate is offered in the deals. Do I think Konate will sign for Liverpool for the long term? I think they will come to an agreement eventually, brother. I honestly think that. I think Konate loves Liverpool too much to walk away from that. And if Real Madrid is doing the dirty business again, like I said, Liverpool should report them. Because if a player is under contract at a football club, something's got to be done about the team that's talking to a player illegally. Let me just put it that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah. Let me continue, obviously, with the stream. So I'm gonna go to this Sky Sports story about Darwin Nunez. Let's go.
Darwin Nunez, where conversations are ongoing now. We believe Napoli are interested in bringing in the boy who's a birthday boy today, 26 years old, but not really kicked on in the way I think Liverpool fans would have expected after he arrived from Benfica with a really incredible goal-scoring record and not quite hit those heights in a Liverpool shirt. And that's this.
You know what it is with some players, guys? Like they hate the physical side of leagues. I think that's what Darwin Nunez struggled with, the physicality of the league. You know, when defenders are right up close to you like that, instead of like giving you distance like they do in they give you distance in Portuguese football, innit? They're not really like that, like close up to you. They only challenge you from distance. So that's why he had a lot of time to score at Benfica, and he scored a lot of goals, of course. That's why there was no struggle for him over there, if you know what I mean. But when you see him at Liverpool, it's like me as a player as well. Like when I was younger, I didn't care about the physicality side. As I got older, I started panicking for some reason when someone's next to me and I got the ball and I lose the ball. That's what he struggled with as a footballer as well. But listen, each to their own. The league is not made for him. He's better off elsewhere. And good luck to him. But let's continue, and then I'll go to the next one after this one.
Despite Liverpool fans love him, you know, but you're just not quite sure what you're going to get with him. Sometimes he can be absolutely brilliant, other times not quite there, and that inconsistency has really hurt him. Darwin Nunez, where has really hurt him.
There you go, people. The inconsistency is the thing that hurt him the most. As I said, you could play against some teams. It's like Liverpool. We could dominate, you know, some teams, like play them off the park. And then we play other teams we struggle with because they play the physical side of football. And I'm glad we're moving away from that. With I don't know what the heck that story about that. I'm glad we're moving away from players like that at our football club, because we used to get players who panic on the ball, who struggle against teams that deep line defend and all that stuff. But now we're trying to move away from that and get players in that can cope with things like that. And I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, man. That's very, it's very good you're going towards that direction, because you know what frustrates me the most when I watch Liverpool is our possession keeping. Sometimes we really struggle to keep possession. We lose the ball too easily, and you know, teams counter-attack us and score goals. Even if it's the lowest team in the Premier League, they still have joy against us because we lose the balls, like the balls too easily in front of goal and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So now we've got, you know, players that could keep possession, and you know, we could counter-attack teams quicker, keep the ball more at the, you know, at the pitch and at the other side of the pitch, next to the opponent's half, of course. And you know, it will put less pressure on the defense and the goalkeeper. Alisson should not be making saves like 5 or 6 in a game. Let's just put it that way. 1, probably 2 maximum. You know what I mean? Other than that, he should not be getting got at consistently. And that's how we concede goals most of the games in the seasons by. So yeah, we have to wait and see like how we're gonna go next season with this new type of players that are better at position keeping, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's about it with Darwin Nunez, man. Good luck to him if he goes to Napoli. Hopefully, you know, that transfer comes through, because I want him gone, guys. I don't want him at our club anymore. I'm not a Nunez anymore. I've you know, jumped from that ship, and I'm going ashore at the moment. So yeah, I've had enough. So there's another one here. It says that with the verts, Jeremy Frimpong already added, attention turns to centre forward position. Liverpool admire Alexander Isak, but a deal is going to be very difficult given his huge evaluation, of course. That's from James Pearce, the Rugrat. I can't stand James Pearce, guys. I'm telling you, it's one of those people that just pisses me off. When you just look at him, you just want to, like, you know, slap him in the face. You know what I mean? Not punch him, just give him a slap, because he just talks nonsense, man. Absolute nonsense. Let me go there. Big up, Steve, my guy. Steve is in the house. Big up, brother. Hope everything's okay with you. Rich says, are Palace trying to get Diomande? I have no idea, bro. No idea. I don't even know who Diomande is. I wish I could tell you who Diomande is, but I don't know. No idea, bro. Big up, Irishman. Big up, brother. Hope everything's okay with you, my guy. Vincent Price is quality. Did the intro on Thriller. Yeah, Vincent Price, man. That voice, you know, is in the archives, isn't it? It's in the archives. Let me just put it that way. If Konate gets sold, get me Gehi, Hato, Diamande, or Lukeba. I don't, you know, like a lot of people saying, I've been hearing a lot of people say, even Uncle Ross said it, Gehi is a replacement for Konate. I don't think it is, because you're just weakening your defense dramatically as well. I mean, like, you already got rid of one centre back that covers for those two. So now, like, you get rid of another one and bring in one more. So what about the other guy? You know what I mean? So you got to buy 2 defenders, basically, which we're not looking at 2 defenders. So I don't think he's Konate's replacement. I think obviously he's Kwanzaa's replacement, Gehi. And Konate, they're still trying to persuade him, you know, to sign a new contract. Hopefully it will come through. I think it will eventually. And then we're going to be, you know, relaxed, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't think Gehi is a replacement for Konate. I don't think so. It's too much of a risk for a champions of the Premier League to take. If you know what I mean, guys. You don't take that risk. I'm sorry. You don't. As for Hato, I know Hato. He's a good defender. He could play left back, centre back, and plus in that DM role. I like him. I think he'd be great at Liverpool Football Club if we buy him. If we're serious, you buy that type of defender, in my opinion, that can cover all positions, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm so snuff, like I always say. Diamande, I don't know who he is, bro. I'll check him out later on, and I'll relay it to you in the next stream. Lukeba, I've seen him. You told me to look at him before. I did. He's a good defender. Very strong, very quick, left-footed as well. Could play left back. But the problem with him is his injury. His injuries. He's too injury prone. And I've told you guys this. I've told you before about players who are left-footed. If you look at, especially centre backs, if you look back in history, they're not reliable. They're not reliable. I'd rather replace Van Dijk with a similar player to Van Dijk than a left-footed left-footed centre back. Because we've tried it so many times in the past with these left-footed centre backs. It just didn't work. 30 years later, it didn't work. It took someone like Van Dijk, Alan Hansen, something like that for us to wake up. These type of defenders is what you need: dominance, quick, physicality, leadership. That's what you need, guys. You don't need players that could just make up the numbers on the pitch. You need dominance, man. And that's what Van Dijk brought us down the years. Dominance. Foz, what type of player can Kerkez be for us under Slot? So, if you look at Kerkez, bro, if you watched him last season, what impressed me is his energy to burn. He's got so much energy, guys. He doesn't stop running. He puts a lot of crosses inside to the 6-yard box as well. Reminds you of someone? Yeah, Robertson. So he's so similar to Robertson, guys. Like, it's unreal. But what I like about him, he loves to defend. He loves to slide tackle. He loves to, help out the centre backs. So you're getting that all-in-one. And then you got Frimpong on the other side. Pace, dribbling skills, finessing, finishing. So, we're sorted. For the next 5 to 6 years, we're sorted in fullbacks. But as I said about Kerkez, he's a younger version of Robertson, but with more aggressive side to his game. He's more aggressive in regards to defending. I've always said the most important thing in a defender, fullbacks, centre backs, whatever it is the first part of their contribution to the team is their defensive side. Then we worry about the rest, the creativity and all that stuff. So he's got more to his game than other players. Let me just put it that way. So you're basically replacing Robertson with Robertson from what I've seen of Kerkez. And I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Anfield Irishman, of course. Big up, brother. Smash the likes, please, people. I appreciate that. I know there's a lot of people doing streams at the same time. I just said 3:30. Why not just bring your stream? It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna cry about how many people I got on. It is what it is. Life is like that. Appreciate everybody that's helping me out. 25 likes. I like that. Let me see the poll. What I put on the poll today is, are you okay with Harvey Elliott leaving? And 81% said yes, and 19% said no. So yeah, 81% is is the winner, of course, so far anyway, unless something changes drastically. Red for Life says Kerkez plays for Hungary, but he's actually Serbian. Yeah, not everybody that plays for the national team is actually born there. You know what I mean? So you look at Shaqiri and Xhaka, they're actually Albanians. And not many people know that. They just see them playing for Switzerland thinking they're Swiss. Obviously, they're probably born in Switzerland, but you look at the family background, both parents, probably Albanian. So that's how it is. I have a Serbian co-worker, and he reminds me of this whenever he can. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the way it is, bro. Not everybody is from that country originally that they play for, bro. They're either born there or they stayed there from an early age. You look at John Barnes when he was at Liverpool and Watford. He played for England, didn't he? But he was born in Jamaica. There you go. Raheem Sterling, I think he's born in Jamaica as well. There you go. It happens, bro. It happens. What is this? Sub to Paddy for all the latest. Yeah, please sub to this channel. As Ravi says, the mod, please sub to that channel for me. If Kwanzaa feels his potential, he's coming back to Liverpool in 2 to 3 years' time to replace VVD. Oh my God, bro. Let's calm down with that, man. Woof, that hurt. That just hurt my chest, bro. Here's me coming out with chest every single time. Nah, bro. Van Dijk's replacement has to be someone expensive, someone that's ready, someone that's, here to win. That's what you need. You could buy those Mickey Mouse centre backs in the past, but there wasn't always about winning. There was about, just arriving at Liverpool and playing for Liverpool Football Club. That was their aim in life. Getting that CV. So after football, you still got punditry that you play for Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? You're going to be following us because of your, past performances on the pitch for Liverpool Football Club. I need a winner, bro. I need a winner. I need a leader. I need a person that can dominate in the centre back position. And I don't see Kwanzaa being that. It could be the supporting act like a Matip or someone like that. That I don't mind. But it's good to have a buy-back clause. Let me just put it that way. Massive upgrade and cleaning house. We are, bro. We are, man. We are. The players we're getting in at the moment is no longer the players that we used to go for in the past. If you know what I mean? And it's good to see that. I'm just looking forward to like when we're on the pitch next season, and we no longer have to worry about playing risky football. If you know what I mean, like losing possession, we concede goals. Like be more dominant, be more of the leaders on the pitch. That's what I'm looking forward to next season, and I can't wait for that. Get that fear factor from the opponents that Manchester City used to have, like Man United used to have, like Chelsea used to have, like Arsenal used to have, like Liverpool used to have in the past. Get that fear factor from the opponents. I'm looking forward to that, man. As you just said, MK, we're clearing out the players that couldn't do it anymore, and we're bringing in better players all around. You know what I mean? I like it a lot. Big up Realism. I haven't seen you for a bit. I hope everything's okay with you and family, my brother. Big up, big up, big up. So I've been just like as I was speaking to you guys. Obviously, it's all about the chat for me today. I've been looking around Twitter, refreshing, seeing if there's any news. Sky Sports is right in front of me. If it comes out, nothing so far. But what I like about Liverpool's transfer, guys, is the importance of winning again, retaining the league. That's what I'm happy about the most. And not only that, the rival fans are just losing the plot. Every rival fan, who has a YouTube channel, all they do is talk about Liverpool Football Club. That's all they do. That's all they do. Liverpool are in their minds rent free, but us Liverpool fans we don't react to them anymore. We just sit back and enjoy, them getting upset and all that stuff and talking about us on a regular basis. Their whole stream is about Liverpool Football Club. That's what it is. That's all they talk about. Madness. All the best to Kelleher, Kwanzaa, Elliott, and Robbo, Sibikaz, Nunez, Jota. Damn, you already saw all majority of the team. Who have we got? Chiesa to follow them out of the door next month. Oh my gosh. So you think Simikaz is going Robbo, Nunez and Jota is going, and Chiesa. So that's majority of our team. So where's the depth? Now, I mean, hopefully we're getting people in return. We don't just, get rid of players. What about the returnees the other way? We need players coming the other side as well, buffer, and that's what we need. Dealing with Napoli to sell them Nunez will be difficult. Napoli don't pay big money for players no more. Swap Nunez with Osimhen or Leao and throw in Chiesa for free. From what I've heard, it isn't Liverpool that's chasing Napoli. It's Napoli that's chasing Darwin Nunez. So I don't know about that, bro. Don't know about that. I'm sure they got money. They just won the league. You know what I mean? So they got something coming in, and I'm sure they're gonna sell players to fund these transfers as well. You know what I mean? So we need to look into that, my guy. Good riddance. I just want Darwin Nunez out, guys. I can't be asked, waiting around with that guy. It's been too long. Yeah, there's another transfer here about Hato. So as Steve said, talked about Hato to me. Let me share Hato with you guys at the moment. Yeah, do me a favor, guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Appreciate that if you could do that for me. So there is Hato, guys. He's only 19. I didn't know that. I didn't know his age was, that low. So Hato, the 19-year-old Ajax defender who can also play at the left back, is expected to attract strong interest this summer, and Liverpool could enter the conversation. We might as well just call ourselves Holland, innit, guys? Like, just call us Holland FC. We're just getting Dutch players. I've noticed with Klopp, I don't think we even got a lot of German players through the door. Was there any German players at all? I don't remember. I don't think there was. I've never seen German players at Liverpool with Klopp. With Rafa Benitez, I remember obviously a lot of Spanish players. Yeah, I don't remember. I really don't remember. Can't remember any players from Germany with Jurgen when Jurgen was in charge. Strange. Very strange that. Yeah. So Arsenal agreed a deal to sign Zubimendi, yeah? Wow. Let me share this one with you. So Arsenal agreed a deal to sign Zubimendi, the player that we wanted last summer, who refused to join Liverpool because he's homesick. Wow. So there you go. Fabrizio Romano said this. Arsenal agreed to sign Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Here we go. Zubimendi has now verbally agreed to sign a long-term deal. So formal steps must follow soon, with Arsenal to trigger 60 million euros, around 50 million pounds, clause. Zubi ready to become the first signing of the new season. Am I afraid of Arsenal signing Zubimendi? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything Arsenal signed, to be fair, guys, because what they needed last season was a striker to get them, at least close to the Premier League. They chose not to. Now, whoever they sign doesn't really, it doesn't really affect Liverpool anymore. Even if they sign a striker, it doesn't affect Liverpool. Even if they sign Zubimendi, that's replacing Jorginho, similar players, lightweight, good with possession, and that's about it, really. No physicality in their game. So you're only replacing one player with another that's similar. That's all. If they get a top striker, does that change things? Maybe slightly, but don't forget, Liverpool get better at the same time as well. So they're not really affecting us that much in that way. So I'm not too worried about them. I'm not too worried about them at all. Let me just put it that way. Good luck to Zubimendi, man. Finally, he could get out of his house. Finally, he can get out of his house, man. Because that guy, the way he mucked us about last season, it was a joke. Absolute joke, man. How can you reject Liverpool Football Club to stay at Real Sociedad? That doesn't even make any sense. No sense at all. Also, Andre Onana could be going to Monaco. Okay. Good luck to you, mate. Man United have submitted a new proposal for Brian Mbeumo, who remains a priority target. The proposal was sent over the weekend, and it's in excess of 60 million. Discussion would continue with Brentford. Mbeumo keeps giving priority to Man United. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't think it's all that. What are you gonna do? Get Mbeumo and play him as a wing back? That's so stupid. That don't make sense. He's a winger. You don't even play with wingers. You play with wing backs. That is so dumb. Absolutely stupid. This is what I saw as well about Liverpool, guys. Let me just share this with you from the Transfer News Live. Yeah, Mbeumo, man, don't go to Man United. Don't destroy your career, man. Forget about the money, mate. Just go to someone that's got ambition. So Liverpool are cooking, they say in the Transfer Live News Live. How Guehi would fit into a back three. We're not going to play back three. Let me just put it that way, guys. I don't know where this back threes come from. Yes, he can play it sometimes if he needs to. That's the only way we could play back three. I'm tired of people trying to push us back to Roy Evans days. I don't like back three. I'm all about the four at the back. Salah Verts operating as two number 10s. That's cooking, my brothers and sisters. Wow. God damn it, man. Where's the bomb, man? Where's the bomb? Where is it? I'll bring it back. There you go. Come on, man. Explosion again. That is cooking at its best. Imagine like you're a striker and right behind you is Salah and Verts and Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberch. Goodness gracious me. If you're a striker in that team and you don't score more than 20 goals, then you just have to get off. Get lost I don't want to see you anymore. Get out of here, man. As they say, yeah.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
There you go. Get out of here. And how much would it take to sign Isak? Listen, if you ask me about Isak, yeah, and we can't get Alvarez as our first option as he was last season, I'll sign Isak for 120. That's as far as I'll go. 120. I'm not going to go further than that. He's 25 years old, still got about 6-7 years left at the top. So 120 will be enough for me. But I'll play it smart if I was Liverpool Football Club. I'll give them probably 70 plus a player. Maybe Harvey Elliott. Maybe someone like that that's, suited to Newcastle. Someone they could get in return, if you know what I mean, that's worth a lot of money. Because Harvey Elliott's 22, right? 23. So if you give them 70 million probably, and Harvey Elliott, that's fair in my opinion. So play it smart, as you did with the Wirtz signing. We signed the Wirtz for 160 million, they said, right? But don't forget, we've given them Kwanzaa for 35 million. So that cuts that price dramatically as well. So this is what I've been trying to tell people. Jota. There it is, Jota. 70 million plus Jota. Get Jota fit and get lost. Because I've heard they're interested in Jota anyway. So you're getting another striker in return. Clinical striker at that as well. So do something like that. Make a deal like that, man. Then you don't have to worry about, the 120 and all that stuff. Do something like that, man. Look at that, man. What is Arne Slot cooking? I don't know yet, man. Because if we get a striker in, then he definitely cooked everybody in the Premier League. It's over for everybody. The old saying, it's over. It's like when Rooney said, if they get Thiago and certain players at Liverpool Football Club that season, it's over for everybody. It is over. Yeah, man. Let me get to the chat. Back to you guys. Of course, I'm here to support you. Sell Nunez, Jota, Chiesa for 90 million. Listen, I just gave you a great example what you can do in the transfer market, Steve. Get 70 million, pay 70 million, give them Jota. That's good deal. They're still getting a striker in return, my brother. Why not, man? Do something like that. Smart business. Fozzie, did you see Suarez score the banger of a goal yesterday? He looked like prime Suarez beating players and then top bins goal. Let me say something, man. Me and Suarez have left each other when he left Liverpool Football Club. That's when I forgot about Suarez. So I don't really concentrate on Suarez. And secondly, I don't really watch this FIFA rubbish that's on TV. Teams losing 8-0 and all that stuff. You want me to sit through games like that? Great goals are going in, okay, fantastic goal. But the quality is poor. Absolutely poor, man. I sat through the first game over here, actually. Me and Uncle Rods were watching El Halal or something from Egypt versus Messi's team, Inter Miami. I sat through a 0-0 here, like bored out of my, life. Let me just put it that way. We sat there counting down the minutes, and it was taking so long for that game to end. I ain't sitting through no FIFA World Club Cup. How can you win the Champions League and you're competing with the likes of Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Chelsea, Man City, and all that stuff? What's the point? What is the actual point winning the Champions League? You're going to compete against these teams. Might as well just forget about the Champions League then. It's a waste of time, bro. It's a shit competition. It's just the quality. It's annoying, man. Absolutely annoying. I don't even give a damn if Liverpool play in it or not. I really don't. I'm not even bitter about that. It's just the quality. I sat through the first game watching Messi and Suarez thinking something's going to happen, and it was just dead. They drew with the Egyptian team, bro. They drew with the Egyptian team. That says enough for me, man. No criticism, but I'm trying to tell you the quality of the difference. Crazy, man. Nah, not for me, brother. Not for me. Konate stays. Bring in Gehi, third choice centre back to rotate with VVD Konate over the busy season and get me Hato. There you go. Now, Steve, me and you. Let me give you. There you go, bro. And this. That's for you, Steve. That's much better. That's what I'm talking about. That is the footballing knowledge I like, Steve. That's the one I was waiting for, bro. And you brought it right back. Realism, yes, quick drop in. Please like, subscribe, and share. Big up Realism. Thank you, bro. If you're just dropping in, it's fine, man. I don't really hold people with a gun over here. Stay here. Hey, stay here, man. Stay here. You know what I mean? If you move, I'm gonna get you. I don't put people in that, man. I love that stuff, man. It's up to you if you want to stay. If not, you can go. But I'm not holding you to a ransom, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Just stay where you. If you want to be in another channel and helping me out while the other channels are going, it's fine, man. It's fine, bro. Please hit the likes, people. Let me see how many we got anyway. We're having fun at the same time. We're joking. We're laughing. 27 likes. It's not bad. It's not bad. Big up Lee Wizkid, man. Big up my brother. If we sign Hato, we will have the best 4 young fullbacks in the world of football, of course, i.e. Frimpong, Bradley, Kerkez, Hato. We don't need to sign another fullback, of course, for next 6 to 7 years. I don't know about that. You know, I mean, there could be an injury somewhere in life, and you know, we can't, you know, keep them. So if you're saying with that injury, maybe so. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Yes, Mr. Rods, as always. Mr. Rods in the house. Big up, uncle. Appreciate you for dropping by. Let's see what he said. Rodrigo price has just been set 77 million. Bro, I'll take Rodrigo all day long. All day long. All day long, bro.
Mamma mia! God! How? Magnifico! Montebella! Tutti frutti!
There you go. As Chris Tucker says, tutti frutti. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want to play like Rodrigo. Rodrigo gives me the Mane vibes. He's 24 years old. He's a winger, right winger. He could play left wing as well. He could play as a forward. So he could play all of across the front line. He's been at Madrid first team since 2019. Came from Santos, of course. Plays for Real Madrid B team to start with, and he moved to the first team after that. So, and he's got 33 caps for Brazil, 7 goals. He played 172 games for Real Madrid in the league and scored 32 goals. What I like about Rodrigo is, guys, like if you look at him as a player, he's quick, he's clinical at finishing, and he's good at, you know, the build-up play, if you know what I mean, with a team that's exciting to watch. He's that type of player. He reminds you of Mane a bit, if you know what I mean. So if you want to describe a player that's similar to him, I say Mane is similar to him. But unfortunately, Vinicius Junior plays on the left, so he more or less plays on the right majority of the time. But if he was at Liverpool Football Club, probably the left side is more suitable to him, of course. And if Salah moves on eventually, he could probably switch over to the right as well. So this is what I'm saying, like 77 million is a snip for a player like that. Especially, you know, if Real Madrid they're saying we're great friends and all this stuff to everybody else. So why not give us that player then, you know what I mean, for cheaper than that? They keep telling everybody Liverpool and Madrid are great friends, you know, off the pitch. So do a deal, innit? Do a deal, in my opinion. I think he's the type of player that will fly at Liverpool. Especially, you know, you already got, you know, South American players at Liverpool as well. You could complement our players down here. Yeah, 77 million, I'll take that. 24 years old, can't be, come on, man. Can't be mucking about with that one. Big up, Clive. We need a couple of English-born players. I heard, is this true? I don't know. I don't know, bro. What do you mean, like the homegrown? I'm sure I think Frimpong comes as under homegrown, innit? He's been raised in Manchester. He spent majority of the time at Manchester City. So I think that's you exclude that one. I don't know. I'll check it out next stream. 100%, bro. I'll let you guys know about it. Yeah. If that's how it is. It is what it is, isn't it, man? It is what it is. It is what it is. And Kerkez, I don't know. I don't know about Kerkez either. Yeah, there's nothing on Twitter so far, guys. I'm watching Sky Sports. There's nothing coming on there about, you know, Kerkez. What are you saying? What are you saying? Let me just put this here. Sorry, guys. I've got pictures for you. Here it goes. So I could share it while I'm streaming. I've got all the time in the world today, guys. You know what I mean? I am free today. I've got no work for once. So this is the players that we have. Obviously, today we've been speaking about. If you ever been here, we've been speaking about Kerkez, obviously having his medical today. We've been speaking about Harvey Elliott, the potential move to Brighton. I will miss Harvey Elliott. Let me just put it that way. I think the kid, when he came to Liverpool, he was wanted by everybody, Real Madrid included. He rejected the Real Madrid to join Liverpool as well. So it's just sad how his career turned out. I think playing at Liverpool is it's tough for a lot of people, especially in the Premier League as well, when there's a lot of running and a lot of closing down and all that stuff, and a lot of tracking back as well. And he's struggling with that. Because I remember when Klopp bought him to be something similar to Bernardo Silva at Man City, but it just didn't work out, if you know what I mean. And listen, if he stays, I'm still going to be Harvey Elliott's fan. I'm never going to stop that because he's not leaving. But for his sake, if he wants to be part of that World Cup team next year, he needs to get a first team spot, 100%. He needs to get elsewhere. And if it's Brighton, that's a team to develop anyway, man. Everybody goes to Brighton and they develop better and they get sold for a lot of money eventually after that as well. So, yeah, if it's something like that, good luck to him, man. Agent VVD is pushing LFC to sign Hato. We are going full force on Dutch Pool FC. If that's true, man, Hato, man, I like him. Because I never knew. Listen, I didn't watch him. I don't know much about Hato, but when I started watching him, I know what people are talking about now. He's a proper footballer, proper defender. And wherever you put him in defense, even as a defensive midfielder, he's still quality at the same time as well. And he's the captain for Ajax. So another captain, as I said to you guys before, what was good about Klopp? He always signs captains because they are the easiest ones to take instructions in the team. So that's why he always used to get the best out of players. It's all about man management, man. And Arne Slot being the head coach ain't a bad thing. I keep telling people, when he first came, people were talking about Arne Slot. Why isn't he a manager? Why is he a head coach? And I said to them, I prefer him as a head coach because when you concentrate just being a head coach, that means you only concentrate on the players, which gets you wins. You know what I mean? So you don't need to worry about off the pitch stuff. People like Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, and all these people can worry about that. He just concentrates on the players only, and that is it. And I love that. And look at the rewards. Premier League champions. There you go, people. I wasn't wrong. I was not wrong at all. Darwin Nunez, we discussed him already. Good riddance. A lot of us have said. So nothing more, nothing less to say about that. Fozzy, will we be the team that dictates how the game goes that we play with our players are bringing in? Fuzz, we will be. Yeah. Listen, if you're talking about in regards to the players we bring in, adding to the quality that we had from last season, and we're gonna dominate games, of course, 100%, bro. That's what we bought. There's no longer, we're buying players to do all the run-ins for the football team, like do running up and down, cover for Trent, cover for Salah, when Trent was here and all that stuff. That's gone out the window, bro. What we've got now is a team that can keep possession. And the frightening thing for everybody else is we're going to get better than last season. Last season, we was 10 points clear. Don't forget, and we was the best team in England. Nobody can question that. Next season, we're adding quality on with the team that finished 10 points clear. And we know we should have been more than that. Let's just be honest, guys. So it's more dominance, more possession keeping, more physical. I expect as well. We've got to be more physical in the games. And we will dictate the play like Man City did in the past, like Liverpool of old as well, Man United of old, Chelsea of old, Arsenal of old. We will do that because we're the champions. We are the current champions, bro. Until someone can take that away from us, nobody can say otherwise to us. Yeah, but we will dictate the games we play, 100%, bro. It's the fear factor. I want the fear factor from the opposition. That's what I want. and that's what we're gonna get. A lot of fear, like people. Oh, it's Liverpool. Oh, what should we do? You know what I mean? And not only that, I said it many times as well, and people didn't look into it. Last season, we didn't have a preseason with the first teamers. This season, we're gonna have a preseason with the first teamers. So we're gonna be ready with different formations next season. If things don't go according to plan in the games that we play, we're gonna have different formations to play to open those teams up. If you know what I mean. So there's a lot of ideas Arne Slot has in his pocket. He's gonna lay out to the players next season, especially in preseason as well. So keep an eye on that, man. We'll dictate everything, brother. Big up, Leeward Skid, man. Big up. So I've been here for an hour, 28 minutes. Who would have thought? Tyler Morton playing well in the under-21 team. I rate him better than Jones, but Arnie don't trust him. Can see Morton getting sold for 15 million. I remember this kid like a few seasons ago when a lot of people were talking about him, you know, coming into the first team. He done all right. He wasn't, you know, obviously eye-catching performer. He was all right. But to me, Steve, if he's a first-team player, he should have made it by now. You know what I mean? And we're still waiting for him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets sold. I would not be surprised at all. So just watch this space with him. 15 million, I think, is a good deal for him, for a guy that doesn't really start for the first team. So 15 million is not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal for a player like that. Let me just put it that way. So I'm looking at the poll I set up. It says, are you okay with Harvey Elliott leaving? 80% said yes, 20% said no. There you go. So everybody is jumping on the board of him leaving. So that's not bad. You know, it's good for him. It's good for him, guys. That's what's important here. It's what's good for the player. He's never gonna make it at Liverpool. So why do we have to keep a player that's never gonna make it at Liverpool? What's the point? You know what I mean? So it's for his sake as well. Arsenal banter fans come in for LFC fans now. After Zubimendi signing, Arsenal fans are desperate to discredit Liverpool FC fans. Well, we've got the best player in Germany. They've got a crybaby. Okay, which one is in the better place there? You know what I mean? Oh God, what a joke! Absolute joke. I ain't give two fucks what other fans think for over half a century, and I won't be starting now. Get in there, Lewis Kid. Foz, what strengths and weakness do we have with this current Liverpool team? With what you know about the new signings under Slot. Strengths, we're gonna be more progressing as a football club, like going forward more. Because last season, the issues that we had was the fullbacks weren't pushing forward a lot. As you remember, Robertson was majority of the time staying as a third centre back. Really didn't cross the halfway line a lot. Now we're gonna get two fullbacks going, obviously. Back and forth, and then you got obviously the likes of Soboslai, McAllister, Verts in the middle. Obviously we've got the wingers like Gakpo, Diaz, and Salah on the other side, and hopefully we'll get a striker in. So if you look at strengths, I think we'll dominate more in possession. I think we'll be more progressing the ball further up the pitch, winning the ball further up the pitch for us to get more goals, and you know keep the defense less under pressure, if you know what I mean. So that's how I see us next season. But if you look at weaknesses, I still think we need another centre back. I still think we need a DM that's enforcer, if you know what I mean, that doesn't take any bullshit, plus can play football at the same time as well. And I've always vouched for Varela, that plays for FC Porto, the captain for FC Porto. Someone like that, aggressive as well as good on the ball, and can go back to the center, make it as a free centre back at the same time as well. I love Gravenberch in that position, but the thing with Gravenberch is he's not aggressive, if you know what I mean. He's not a guy that would dominate games, if you know what I mean, brother. So that's what worries me about, obviously, Gravenberch in the DM position. As much as he done well last season, next season the opposition will find out what's your weaknesses and your strengths. You know what I mean? So the reason he did well last season is because people didn't know he could play in that position. He didn't know he could play in that position. But as soon as people found that out, let me give you an example. Kwanzaa. As soon as people found out how Kwanzaa can play as a centre back, he started struggling. So even though obviously the defense has pushed back 5 yards from previous obviously management and all that stuff, so that's what worries me about the weakness side of Liverpool next season. We need a DM that's a roadblock, if you could put it that way. Someone that can stop everyone in their tracks when they're attacking us. I wish Endo had more pace. I wish Endo, was younger, but he ain't, unfortunately. So that's the downside about that. Centre back and a DM is a must. And of course, a striker, we need to put the ball in the back of the net to help out the likes of Salah and Gakpo and Diaz for goals. I expect probably Wirtz to score about 10 goals a season at Liverpool and probably improve on that in the next couple of seasons. Szoboszlai probably 7-8 goals a season. McAllister 6 goals a season. Gravenberch maybe 3 goals a season. So we will get goals from elsewhere, especially when you're dominating teams. But you need those players first of all. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it, bro. I understand what you said, bro. No worries. Sorry, guys. I've been on there. I've got a fan next to me. Like it's blowing air, but it's hot air. Phew. Killing me, man. Killing me. Oh, no. Get out of here. Bigger one growth, of course. Royalty. Yeah. Just gonna read out the comments. I'm still looking at the TV, see if anything's breaking while I'm doing this. Please get the likes up. I've been here for 1 hour 34 minutes, yeah, and on my own. Don't need no support from elsewhere. I'll do everything on my own, and I'll talk this long to you guys. And I've got only 29 likes, man. Uncle Rods entered the house. Yes, my friend. Yes, he did indeed. Oh, that's it, man. Comments are done. Wow. Complete them. What are you saying, brother? That's what you call loyalty, Fozzie. 2 shows on at the same time on different displays. Yes, brother. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you guys do it, bro. I don't know. Hato is a good player. I like Hato, bro. I said that already. So I hope like it's true that we're getting him, because if we get him, that strengthens our back line, and that's what we need, strengthening the back line. Let me see what's going on Twitter. There's nothing else, guys, really. We're still waiting for the Kerkez thing. I might come back later on tonight, maybe with a panel, maybe do a panel show. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, there's nothing on Twitter, guys. Don't worry about that. We could ignore Twitter for now. I'll keep refreshing. And I'm watching Sky Sports. They keep repeating that silver people carrier that goes to Liverpool's training ground as always, with Kerkez in it. But other than that, there's nothing. There's nothing at all. Agent VVD got Gakpo Frimpong to join us and turn down other clubs. He's getting us Hato. Watch this space. If it's true, bro, I will say salute, Mr. Salute. Get in there, my friend Van Dijk. Fireworks for Van Dijk. There you go. Not like that, you know, that snake that says he's a scouser and goes to the other club. Nah, no snakes allowed in here, man. Fozzie, Arnie formation in home games, i.e. 2-1-6-1. Goodness gracious me. Is there any defense in the back line? You might as well just put one player in there. We are going to destroy teams at home. No team will get the ball off our midfield ballers. Wide men, i.e. Diaz, Mac, Wirtz, Ryan, of course, Dom and Salah. We will dominate, bro. No doubt about that. I'm with you with that one. 100% domination. The lad, the Winter, is a hell of a centre back. He's the one that could replace VVD in the long-term future. I've heard of this guy, but I've never looked at him. Let me see, man. How do you say? Where's he from? What country? I've heard of this name before. All I know is the winter that I used to play for Holland back in the day. I don't know. I've heard of this name. If you could give me his first name, it would be helpful. I'm not gonna be those kind of people. I know this player. You know, I mean, I've seen him play. You know, I've seen him play. You know, on YouTube. Nah, that's not enough, man. We'll see, Mr. Scottish Bear. Let's hope you're right. Someone in the ilk of Van Dijk in the back. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Fozzie, put a bag of ice cubes in front of your fan. You get free AC. I know what you mean. I know. I've seen this. I've seen these people. People do that stuff. You know. I've seen these. Yeah, I've seen people do that stuff. Big up, man. Big up, fake pundit. I hope you're okay, brother. I hope everything's okay with you and your family, of course. Definitely, Steve, bro. What are you saying about the Google? Get 100 million Isak. I don't think he's worth 100 million, bro. That's why Liverpool haven't signed him, because they have got the money, bro. They have got the money, but they want 150. Liverpool ain't gonna pay 150, brother. They're not gonna pay 150. That's too much. I'm speaking like Steve Austin, man. Goodness, right? There's another one as well for Liverpool. Let me share it with you. Kumaz, that kid Kumaz. Sheffield United are interested in him apparently. So let's see what they're saying. God damn, I'm here for ages. So Lewis Steele and Nate Salt. It says Sheffield United are interested in Liverpool forward Lewis Kumaz. So from what I can see of hierarchies at Liverpool Football Club, they want to get rid of the youth players. They want to sell them on and get a lot of money for them, and you know, do what Chelsea do what Man City do. You know, teams like that, getting rid of players and making money out of them. They want to have that type of youth system. But from what Arne Slot said, he wants to develop players. He wants to get players through this, obviously, the youth system, and get them to the first team. That's his future plan. That's why I said, like, if you think like he's gonna go to the likes of Real Madrid and teams like that, there's no way he's gonna go down there. He's here for the long term at Liverpool Football Club, so I wouldn't worry about Arne Slot leaving, if you know what I mean. De Winter. Okay. Let me check it out, bro. So I was thinking, like, I've heard this player before. Where did I hear his name? Oh, the boy from Juventus. Okay. Mixed race boy, Belgian. He looks like Van Dijk as well. God damn it. Plays for Genoa, yeah? He played for Juventus. So he came through the Juve system, played for Juve for a bit, and then he went to Empoli on loan, Genoa on loan, and then Genoa bought him. He's about 23 years old. He's played 4 games in 2024 for Belgium. So 25 games for Genoa last season, 29 games the season before that, scored 3 goals. I need to check him out, man. He looks like a physical specimen. Maybe he's the type of player that we're looking at. You know what I'm saying, guys? Maybe he is the one. If we're looking at him, I'll be happy, man. I'll be over the moon. Let me just put it that way. Let me check him out while you guys are still on. So what size is he? Like, how big is he? He's about 6'91" meters, so 6'3". That's Van Dijk 6'4". So he's probably still growing. He's 23. So hopefully he's so it could be bigger than what he is right now. Pause. But you know what I mean. So hang on, he's there. Yeah, man. Quick as well. God damn it. Yeah, but I don't want him to be like Leniaro, you know what I mean? Nah, man. Forget Lenny. Yeah, he wins in the air as well. I want to check him out, Scottish Bear. Thanks for mentioning him, bro. I'm going to check him out. 100%, bro. Yeah, he's a physical specimen, man, from what I can see. I'm going to check him out, bro. Big up, LP. Wow. Thank you for the super chat. Big up. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to check him out. So who is taking the pens these days? Is it still Salah or someone new? Nah, it's going to be Salah forever, mate. Until Salah is there, he's going to be taking the penny, bro. There's no one else going to be taking pennies other than Salah. Let's just put it that way. Big up LP, bro. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. I'm in shock. I mean, I don't ask for super chats or anything like that, but thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Who is this? Another player. I don't know who that is, but never. I don't know who that is. Who's that? About Google. Give me the full name. Then I could check the person out. If that's the actual person, you know what I mean? I don't want to be, be fooled about. Check this player out, but it's nobody. Is it Gunman? I don't know. We'll see. I keep refreshing the damn thing, but it's not working. There's nothing new. Ikatike for Isak? Nah, I wouldn't take Ikatike. Nah, no chance. 80 million, guys. That's embarrassment. Guys, I should be back. If there's anything happening, I'll be back. I think like 1 hour, 43 minutes is enough for me today. I've tried. Everybody's doing a stream at the same time, but it is what it is. I'm not here to cry about other people. I'll be back probably sometime today or back tomorrow. So just check out, obviously, put your notification on. It will alert you every single time I come on. And please, if you're watching back, hit the likes and subscribe if you're new. Thank you to everybody that's on with me today, supporting me here. I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed it as well. We've talked about Harvey Elliott, Darwin Nunez, obviously Kerkez, and Kwanzaa, Isak. We talked about everybody. Konate as well. Don't forget about Ibrahim Konate. We talked about as well. So yeah, it's a good show. Very good show, guys. The shows are always coming thick and fast. I will try my best to do it on a regular for you guys. The only thing you could do for me is subscribe to the channel and get on the chat and chat to me. I've read every chat today. I've already responded to everyone that's on here today. So I hope you like my response to your chat as well. All right, guys. Thank you, Scottish Bear. Thank you to everybody. I can't name everybody, but thank you for everybody that's joined in, man. Appreciate the super chat as well, LP, man. I don't know why you give it to me, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Take care, everybody. See you soon.